Looking for a way to get healthy? The Chef You and I program has the answer. Kathryn Raaker and chefs from around the nation will teach even the most inexperienced how to cook. Come into their kitchen and watch them take ordinary foods with loads of calories and fat and turn those foods into healthier dishes. You will be the first to get tips and ideas on foods that are easy to prepare. Now let's join Kathryn and today's chef and learn how to make today's recipes.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker of The Chef You and I. Tonight we have a very interesting show. We're starting with lemon chicken piccata. Then we're doing a lemon rice pilaf. We're doing a caprese salad. That's with tomatoes and mozzarella. We're doing lettuce pickups, which are like Caesar salad pickups. And we are doing peas from my favorite place on earth, England, because we have wonderful English guests tonight that you're going to meet during dinner. So I want to welcome you all to our show. We're going to start off with getting the lemon chicken piccata started. So my assistant actually did the chicken so that it was about like this so that you can see it. And these are chicken breasts. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually bread them. And then I'm actually turning the oven, or not the oven, but the stove on. I've got some butter in there. And I like things really simple without a lot of spices and stuff, so that we're going to make this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're not using garlic tonight. And what we're doing is we're going to bread this chicken with, I love panko instead of flour because it's a lot lighter. And we're a healthy cooking show here, so it's important that we use things that make it easier for you and help you to not, put a lot of weight on. So this is it. So we're doing that, and we're making enough for 5 people. So I'm waiting for that butter to actually get melted here, and I just have to wash my hands off for a minute. And this chicken is pretty big. So anyhow, what I was going to say is we're going to go over here and we're melting the butter. And instead of using onion, I'm going to use a little bit of onion flakes. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of onion powder, okay, because some people don't like to have a lot of spices. So then what we're going to do is we're actually going to take this over here, bring it over here, and put it into the butter. And you want to lightly brown them on both sides. And then we're going to add the lemon sauce to it and the capers. So this is pretty simple. And that, hope you like chicken. I think they do. I hope. Hope they're hungry. And for dessert, we're going to have a lime pie. So put 2 more pieces in, and we'll get those browned. And then we're going to take them out and do all of them. And then we're going to add our lemon, and we're going to make our lemon sauce to go on it. So this is really pretty simple. So you want to, and you with the pans I use, you don't keep the heat really high because they're wonderful to work with. So, and then we're also going to put the rolls in. We're going to have rolls tonight, yeast rolls tonight, and those only take a few minutes to do. So, and then I've got peas on the stove, and then we're going to turn those on in a little while. Actually, the chicken doesn't take long. It takes about 20 minutes to make this, 20 to 30 minutes once you get this all done. So I'm going to look at this. This looks like it's getting done. And you can bring the camera over if you want to. And you can see this. So that's not quite done, but I'm going to let that go over here. And I'm going to get a plate out so that I can actually put these on a plate and do all of them at one time. So it makes it simple. All of our recipes are going to be online, and this is actually going to have lots of wonderful lemon sauce on top of it when it's done, but it cooks for like right now, and then I'm going to put it back into the skillet. Okay, that's done enough, and you don't want to burn it. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more oil. I'm going to add a little oil into it. And then I'm going to actually do a couple more so that we have enough for everybody. And you know, you can freeze this after it's done and have it for dinner another time. I like doing that way. You know, if you're working or whatever and you don't want to have to mess around with cooking all week, or you want to have friends over, it's a wonderful way to get it done and serve it. So, anyhow. But like I said, the recipes will be up on our website, which is the Chef You and I. And we're just finished this. And I'm going to add some salt and pepper to it, but not a lot. There we go. And here's some capers that we're going to use to put that in there. Just going to use a little bit of salt and pepper. Oh, so the other thing is it'll get done really quickly, and you don't want to take everything out of the pan. You want to leave that in there to add to your lemon sauce. Okay, so that makes it easy. And we also will be adding all right, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back on The Chef You and I. Since we finished with the chicken, it's in the oven warming. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the lemons, because there's going to be lemon slices in this that you need. So you need to cut lemons, right? And then I'm going to put also some wonderful lemon juice. I'm going to make lemon juice out of these lemons with my juicer. And we're going to add lemon juice. We're going to use wonderful chicken broth, no fat, non-fat or no fat chicken broth, and it's free range, by the way, so we want to do that. So these are going to go onto the chicken, and we're making the lemon sauce actually right now. So, right, so this is pretty simple. Do that. I have one more lemon to go, and you can't have too much lemon. I really believe that. It's really good for you. And actually, lemons right now are really nice. So, and we're also going to have lemon zest. We're going to show you how to do lemon zest in a minute for people that don't usually cook or don't like to cook or whatever, to make it simple for you. So there's your lemons, right? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to clean this out a little bit. We don't want some of it. We want to keep some of it. But there's a lot in here. So I'm going to just take this, and I want the camera to see this. You want to take this out, which I'm doing. You can see from the breadcrumbs that we used. You want to get rid of that. But then you want to keep the rest of it in there, because you're going to add all these wonderful things to it. And so I'm going to clean it out. When I lived in England, I actually used to go every once in a while to Robert Carrier's place, where he did his cooking show, and he had his cooking school. So now you can see it's really cleaned out. So what we're going to do is now we're going to add all the ingredients we need to add to this. So we're just going to take a little short, brief break here, and we're going to turn the stove back on, and we're going to add all of our ingredients, which is actually 1 cup of low sodium chicken broth, and this is about a cup here. So I'm going to put that in there. Whoops. All right. And then we're going to add our lemons. I don't use garlic in my shows, but you can use garlic. We want 1/4 fresh lemon juice. So I'm going to actually get some lemon juice for you. Make it easy, kids. And then I have one more lemon over here that I'm going to use. But I'm going to actually get this done really quick because what I need to do is get some lemon zest. So this is really, I think having fresh lemon tastes a lot better than using, lemon from the store. But you can, so it's not a problem. So this is about 1/4 of a cup that I just did that we're going to pour into we're adding the lemon juice to it. And you can put a little bit more in if you'd like to. I'm going to add a little bit more chicken broth, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to add the lemon slices to it. And also we're going to add, we've already got the butter in there, and we're going to add the capers. And if you've never used capers, they're a little salty, but they're really, really good. Now I'm adding the capers here, and they look like little green peas. They're a little salty, but they're really good with this recipe. So, and then I'm going to add in a little bit, some people like it thick, but I'm not going to make it thick. And I'm going to add in also the lemon slices now that we just did. So you want to add in the lemon slices. You've already got your butter in there, your lemon, if you want garlic, you can do that, but we're not doing that. Okay, so we're adding the lemon slices to this. And then this will be the sauce that we pour onto the chicken. So it makes it really nice and lemony. I think we should add a little bit more. And add a little. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some zest out of the lemon to add into it. Okay? So we're going to come over here and do the zest because you only need a little. And I'm using a zester here, which makes it simple. And this tool is unreal. I love it. And every time somebody comes over that wants to, that's a chef that doesn't have one of these, where'd you get that? So you want to add this lemon zest to it, which makes it even a little bit more lemony. So, and you can use the ones that you've already cut up actually to get the zest off. I make limoncello, which is an aperitif, and my guest, if they'd like to try it, we're going to give them a taste of my homemade limoncello. So there we go. Put that in there and add a little bit more and we'll be done. And the same thing with when you're making limoncello, you actually peel the lemon without the pith, which I found that if you have a great knife or a peeler can do it, actually. I found a peeler that doesn't get the pith. And you actually are taking little lemon pieces and you're putting it into vodka. And then you put it in a dark place for about a month. So there we go. We've got all the lemon zest we need. And we'll let that just simmer a little bit. And then I'm going to put it into another, I'm going to add the chicken. Let's look at the chicken right now. Looking good. I'm going to use a different pan for the chicken, and we're going to do that on the side so that we can make the rest of our meal. And then I'll be serving the chicken piccata in a little while. We'll be right back on The Chef You and I. Don't forget to go to our website at thechefyouandi.com. We'll be right back. We're We're back on the Chef You and I, and now you can see that we have the chicken in another, like almost like a serving container that we're going to use, right? And you've got everything, and it is getting thicker, and we've got it on warm now, and that's what you want to leave it on. And then what we're going to do is add the top to it, and actually, I'm going to turn it down even more, okay, because it is thick already, and we don't want it to get too done. See, I hurt myself a little bit there, but that's all right. It's warming. I went ahead and did the rice ahead of time, and we're going to clean this off, and we're going to show you how to make the rice pilaf. We're going to look at the rice. I know it's done, and this is balsam. This is actually, you can see the rice here, and we're warming it. And what I'm going to do is this is basmati rice. So it kind of sticks together, right? We're going to add lemon to it, lemon juice to it, and butter. And we're going to take it and put it into the frying pan for a few minutes to brown it a little bit, okay, with some butter, okay? So that's how we do that. So we're going to do that next. So, and like I said, all the recipes are up on our website, and that's our chicken piccata recipe. So let's do our lemon rice pilaf. So basically what we've done is we're taking 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and we're putting it into, or clarified butter, and we're putting it into our skillet, right? And then we're going to add our rice to it, and another teaspoon of lemon zest, and a tablespoon of lemon juice, and 1 cup of chicken broth or vegetable broth, and a half a teaspoon of salt. So we're adding 2 tablespoons of oil to our skillet. And instead of using minced onion, I'm going to use onion powder. All right, we're going to use 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and we're going to put that in our skillet. Or you can use clarified butter, but we're using virgin olive oil. So that's 1, 2 tablespoons, okay? And then we're going to add to that, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And I happen to have lemon juice here that I can just use, right? And then I'll use the zest for something else. So I'm going to add a tablespoon of lemon juice. There's a tablespoon of lemon juice. Got it? That was easy. So then we're going to do 1 teaspoon of lemon zest to it. A lot of lemon zest in these recipes. So like I said, this is pretty simple. Just, use your zester and you add that to it. So I like doing this a lot. It's a lot of fun. The other day I was using something different. It didn't do anything. And I went, where's my lemon zester? Right. So that's about a teaspoon of lemon zest. Okay. So we want to put that in there. And you can see that that's in. I'll add a little bit more. How about that? So, and then we're going to heat this up. And then we're going to add it to the rice. And I didn't mean to do that. You don't want to hurt yourself. So, anyhow, that's it. And just add that to it. All right, and then you can put that in the sink. And add a little powdered pepper to it. And then we're going to open up this lemon and we're going to juice it, since we already used it for the zest. So I think this is plugged in, yeah. But I use these little gadgets all the time because they make life easy, if you know what I mean. And I don't know how long I've had this one, but I have a lot of fun with it. So we're now going to add this lemon juice from 1 lemon to it, along with 1 cup of chicken broth. And the chicken broth is back here. So I'm going to take and make 1 cup of chicken broth. 1 cup of chicken broth. Well, that just worked out perfect, didn't it? So we have 1 cup of chicken broth that we're adding to this. We're turning it on. And then we're taking a cloth here, getting rid of this. All right. Okay. And then we're getting also, we've got the lemon juice, chicken broth. I'm not using a bay leaf. So we added our lemon juice, our chicken broth, our lemon zest, our olive oil, and then we're going to add a little bit of onion powder to it, or you can use a minced onion. You can do 1 cup of minced onion, or you can do about a tablespoon of onion powder. And a lot of people are allergic to onions, and I'm allergic to garlic, so we try to keep it simple. So I'm going to do this, and that should do it. And then just add that to it and stir it until it's whatever. And then we're going to add, I'm going to taste it actually, so that, see how it tastes. And then I'm going to add the rice. I think it needs a little bit of more broth. Okay, we're back, and what we're doing next is, and I'm going to use the gloves because it's really a little bit hot, and I don't want to burn my hand. So what I'm going to do is add the rice to this mixture that I've made, and then I'm going to actually break up the rice a little bit. So we have enough rice there for everyone. So you can see how nice it looks. And you're going to let that, actually, we're going to put it on low. And it's going to take a lot of this liquid off of it. All right. And I'm going to add some pepper, ground pepper, and salt. And I don't use a lot of salt and pepper because a lot of people don't like it salty, or they have a sodium problem. So that's what we're doing. And I'm going to take and put a cover on this and turn it down to low. Okay? We're going to let it sit for about 5 or 10 minutes, and it should be done after that. So we're going to take a short break, and we're going to be right back. We're going to make our wonderful tomato caprese and also our wonderful lettuce pickups. We'll be right back. We are back on the Chef You and I, and we're making the wonderful caprese salad recipe. So you need tomatoes, really nice tomatoes, and you're going to cut them in really nice slices. And we're going to decorate them. I think I'm going to use this other knife. I think it's better. Oh, well. And then what we're going to do is actually we're going to take pieces of already cut mozzarella sliced cheese, right? And, whoops, sorry about that. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're just going to arrange it with, these mozzarella slices are already done for you, so you don't have to do it. So you're going to put these all the way around like this. I do it like this because it's so much easier, and we're going to go a couple of different ways with it. Okay. We're going to take the tomatoes like that. And then you're going to put them like that. And then another piece of cheese. Like that. Another tomato, whatever we call it. And that way. And it really is really pretty when you finish with it. And let's do this. Like that. Okay, and then you're going to take these beautiful basil leaves and you're going to put them like this. Decorate them a little bit onto the plate, right? And these are fresh basil leaves. I use basil in everything I do. I love basil. It's so good for you too. And I rinsed everything off first. So, and a lot of cooking is decorating, right? To make it look attractive for when you have your guests over. And my friend Marion, who's with us today, she comes a lot to our shows, and she really is a big help. And she doesn't like to be on camera, I can tell you that. Is it true? True. She likes to take pictures, but she doesn't like to be on camera. And there's some people that are like that, but that's all right. So there you go. So I'm going to do that. And then we're going to decorate a little bit more. And we're going to bring the tomatoes down a little bit, right, on the other sides. Okay, so we're just decorating, like I said. And I'm going to take another tomato. And we're going to, actually, this one's easier to cut. I don't know why. So we're going to do this one like this. And we're going to use the cheese here, like that, right? And another one. You know, I used to have a friend that was a chef, and it was pretty funny. He, actually, not funny when you cut yourself, right? But he wasn't very, what I call agile. And unfortunately, he cut himself. And I think we had to take him to a hospital or something. I can't remember. But you have to be very careful when you're slicing anything or doing this, okay? So, anyhow, here we go. That's a little bit much. So I'm going to use a smaller piece on that, right? And do that. Bring it up a little bit and bring it there. And then just keep on putting the basil. And then we're going to pour the balsamic vinegar on in just a minute. So I'm hurrying to do this, but I do like to make it look nice. Okay, so here we go. These are a little bit smaller than I usually use, so you have to understand it's not that easy sometimes. So this recipe is really simple. It's just 3 tomatoes, or it all depends upon how many people you're having as guests. So here we go. We're going to do this one here, right? And then this tomato here, like that, and one over here. And let's see. Let's do this. Let's do this. There we go. And then you're going to pour on the wonderful olive oil and this I love this olive oil. It's so wonderful. I have to tell you, I love it. And I'm going to do this like that, right? And then let me just do it, the rest of the basil leaves real quick. And you can do it in a round bowl. You can do it on a plate. Just make it look attractive for your guest. Now, these leaves are really strange because they want to curl up. But what can I tell you? And you can freeze basil. You can actually grind it up and put it in freezer trays, little trays, and it turns out really nice. I use it all winter long. Here we go. There we go. All right. And here. Doesn't want to do that. My producer keeps on pushing me to get done. So we're going for it. All right. So now we're going to add the olive oil. Just a little bit of olive oil on it. And then you add the actual, this is really good. Just a little bit. Just a little. It's coming out faster than I wanted to, but that's all right. It tastes delicious in the end. So I'm going to add some more cheese to it. And that way, I'm going to cut it up like that. And do this. So here we go. So we're about ready to do the rest of the show. We'll be right back after these important messages, and we'll show you everything that we are going to make the lettuce what are the pickups? We're going to make the lettuce pickups next. Okay? We'll be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I, and this is probably one of the easiest things that you could ever do, and it's really a lot of fun. And what it is you take romaine lettuce leaves, you cut off the bottom part of them, and you're going to actually dress them with what we're making right now. So you've got your creamy Caesar salad, you've got grated Parmesan cheese, and you've got the croutons that you put on in the end. So it's like you're making a Caesar salad, but you're going to just do it on a lettuce leaf. And then you're going to decorate it onto the platter. Okay, so here we go. So you need 10 romaine lettuce leaves, right? And you want to get rid of as much moisture as you can, so you can use a paper towel like I have. And then 1 cup of Romano Parmesan cheese. That's what we have right here. And then we have 1 cup we're going to use of Caesar salad dressing. I'm just going to get a cup out here, and I'm going to pour that into this cup. All right, it's one of those ones that you have to do like that. That looks like enough to me. Okay, because if you don't like Caesar dressing, then you can use another kind of dressing, all right? And that's about a cup of croutons right there that we have smashed. Our producer did that. So you place 1 leaf at a time on a cutting board, and what you do is drizzle the Caesar salad dressing on top of the leaf. So we're going to do this. So we're going to do it like this, and you just drizzle it onto the leaf. So you can see that, right? And you don't want to put too much, but you want it to be able to hold everything else you're doing. There we go. And my brother used to make Caesar salad with the anchovies and everything. And he was really, really talented chef. And so anyhow, we want to do that. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to take, after that, we take our crushed our Parmesan cheese, and we put our Parmesan cheese on it, right, or Romano. And this is pretty simple. You can see how simple it is. And then we're going to add the rest of our thing right there. And there's our crushed croutons that our producer did for us, which was really sweet. And then as you do each one of them, right, then you're going to place them on the platter right there. Or you can do it on a plate for if you're serving somebody and it's going to be the actual salad, right? You can then just do a plate of it. And we've done this on the show before. So let's arrange these onto the platter like that. And there. And right here. So just do like that right there. And then we have some smaller ones here. And I haven't done that one yet. So, and if you have a crowd, you might have to make 2 of these. So, anyhow. But it makes it so easy because a lot of times people don't like salad that much. And, then it becomes a little bit, you want to make something easy for people that don't like, especially a whole salad. So actually a very good friend of mine who loves to cook taught me, he does this for his friends and they love it. So, and we have a lot of people that just like to cook that are come on our show and get to cook with us, which we love. And we love getting recipes from everyone. So if you want to send give us your recipes and you want us to make it even a little bit not so heavy, just give it to us and we'll convert it for you. And just add this. We're almost done. Okay, that's that. Right, and then add this one over here. And we're almost finished. I got one more to go. Where is it? It's right. No, that's a little bit big. And, right. We're almost done. I'm going to use this one. It's a lot easier. And then we'll just move everything around. And add the cheese. And this. And when we come back after this, we're going to show you everything that we're going to do, and we're going to show you the table where everybody's sitting down enjoying what we just made. So here it is. We are now finished with it, and we'll be right back after these important messages with all the other things that we're going to serve tonight. We'll be right back. We are back on the Chef You and I, and this is the best part of the show is when we get to eat everything that we make. We have a beautiful gal her name is Anne, her daughter Claire, Marion. They're all from England, and they're from the area of East Anglia. So I made it really simple for us, and they can't wait to try all this. They're very hungry, and we want to thank our producer and everyone that contributes to our show. And let's talk about what we're going to have. We're going to have caprese chicken, lemon chicken. We're going to have lettuce pickups. That's a Caesar salad lettuce pickup. We're having rice pilaf, peas, and caprese salad, which is tomato and mozzarella cheese with vinaigrette and also olive oil. So and then we're having, which I'm really excited about, this wonderful dessert right here. It's a lime cream pie. Absolute key lime pie. So that all goes with it. We want to thank you all for joining us today. You can get all of our recipes on the Chef You and I up on our website. And don't forget to send your recipes in to the Chef You and I. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for joining us on the Chef You and I show today. We'll be back next week with another great and healthy recipe. Don't forget to visit our website, thechefyouandi.com, for all of our featured recipes, cooking tips, and clips of the show.